Wow, that's such a cool idea to build. Why didn't I figure it out myself? Let's learn how to build Kinder.
Round 1.
So today, I am building Kinder. This is chocolate that everyone knows from childhood. Tasty, with milk filling. I will build a standing pack of unwrapped chocolate bar. I start with the text on the packaging. I use black concrete for the letter K. Black letter K is part of the logo. Red letters next. I use red concrete for them. I build letters I and N from red concrete. Together, it makes kin on the package. This is the beginning of the word kinder. Letters should be readable. I place blocks carefully. The remaining voids around the letters I fill with white concrete. White background for the text. Kinder packaging is white and red. White is the main color. White concrete fills all the space around the logo. Front part of the packaging is done. Letters on white background are easy to read. Black K, red N. Classic Kinder logo that everyone recognizes. Now I need to complete the other sides of the packaging. The package is three-dimensional, not a flat picture. In back, I complete the packaging with red concrete and white concrete. Red and white in the normal Kinder package colors. Backside is also red and white. On the sides, I do the same thing. Red and white concrete alternate. Package sides repeat the design. Red stripe at the bottom, white on top. Or something like that. I do not remember exactly. The package takes the shape of a rectangle. It stands vertically like a bar on a shelf. 3 sides are done. Higher up, I complete the packaging with white concrete. White concrete for the upper part. I make edges like a folded wrapper. When you open chocolate, the wrapper folds back. I build these folded edges from white concrete. Package edges are uneven, folded. This shows the chocolate is open and partially unwrapped. White concrete creates the effect of paper or foil. The packaging looks realistic, like the real thing. Above the packaging, I build the chocolate. I use brown concrete for the chocolate. Brown concrete looks like milk chocolate. This is the part of the chocolate bar sticking out of the package. Phew, it took so much effort. Great, my Kinder is ready.
What? Hello?
Hey, Banana Kid, look! I built it. Do you like?
No.
What? Have you finally appreciated my building?
But
Wow, I'm very happy, thank you. Maybe then you'll try to build a better Kinder yourself.
Yay!
They ran to the place. This is where your building will be. Are you ready?
Ta-da!
Then go ahead.
Round 2.
So Banana Kid is starting to build his Kinder. He is also building Kinder chocolate, but in wrapped form. Standing package, not unwrapped like mine. Different approach to the same theme. Interesting to see what he makes. First, Banana Kid builds the text on the package. He uses black concrete for the letter K. Black K like mine. This is part of the Kinder logo. Then red letters from red concrete. He builds Inder from red concrete. He gets the full word Kinder on the package. I only had kin, but he has the whole word. Maybe he is more patient than me. Letters read well. Black K and red Inder. Classic logo. Around the text outline, Banana Kid builds from white concrete. White frame around the logo. This creates a clean background for the letters. White concrete frames the text. Front of the package is done correctly. Banana Kid fills the voids on the sides of the package. He uses white concrete and red concrete. White and red coloring like real Kinder packaging. On top, he also fills. In back, he does the same. All sides of the package are now covered. White and red concrete create the characteristic design. Banana Kid works neatly. Blocks are even. The package looks like a real chocolate box, rectangular and neat. In front, Banana Kid fills the remaining voids with white concrete. White concrete fills everything around the logo. Front side is completely white with Kinder text. Clean and readable. Package is almost done. On top, Banana Kid builds a piece of chocolate. But this is bitten chocolate. He uses brown concrete and white concrete. Brown for chocolate, white for milk filling. Someone already took a bite. Bitten chocolate on top of the package is an interesting detail. You can see the filling inside. White layer and brown. Kinder has a milk layer after all. Banana Kid shows this in his build. Kinder chocolate by Banana Kid is done.
Ta-da! Yay!
Where did everyone run off to? Hey guys, what's all that noise?
Banana Kid and I are building Kinder. JJ, who did it better?
Oh, both of your buildings look great, but I think it's up to the audience to decide who did the best.
Yes, JJ, you're right. Maybe then you have comments on the construction of Banana Kid?
Yes, there are a couple of comments. Why did you build such a small piece of chocolate on top? He's so weird.
I totally agree with you, JJ. Maybe you will build Kinder?
Okay, then let's run to the place as soon as possible.
JJ, good luck to you. We'll wait in the house.
But
Thanks, guys. Then I'm starting. Round 3. In my round, I will be building a Kinder Surprise, the famous chocolate egg with a toy inside. This is an iconic product that children around the world know. A chocolate egg with a yellow surprise capsule inside. My version will be large-scale and functional. Kinder. Surprise has a recognizable egg shape. The bottom part is red with the logo, the top is brown chocolate. Between them is a white stripe. I start building the bottom part of the egg from red concrete. Red concrete for the lower half. I create the egg shape from red concrete. An egg is oval, wider at the bottom than at the top. In Minecraft, it is difficult to build oval shapes, but possible. Each row of blocks differs slightly in width. Gradually, the shape emerges. The bottom part of the egg widens from the base to the middle. Red concrete is laid layer by layer. The shape becomes recognizable. This is not just a cylinder, but a real egg. Rounded contours as much as blocks allow. On top of the red part, I make uneven protrusions. This is the border between red and white on the packaging. The edge is not straight, but wavy. This creates a more interesting visual effect. Irregularities add realism. Protrusions of different heights create a wavy line. Red concrete rises and falls. This is characteristic of Kinder Surprise design. The border between colors is always wavy. The bottom part of the egg is completely ready. Now I build the middle part of the egg from white concrete. White concrete for the white stripe in the middle. This stripe separates the red bottom from the chocolate top. White color is clean and bright. The white stripe goes around the perimeter of the egg. It is not very wide, but noticeable. White concrete contrasts with red below. the egg takes on the characteristic three-color Kinder scheme: red, white, brown. The middle part is done. White stripe is in place. The egg is already recognizable as Kinder Surprise. Now I need the upper chocolate part. This is the largest part of the egg, a dome of chocolate. Higher up, I build the chocolate part of the egg from brown concrete. Brown concrete for milk chocolate. The top of the egg is rounded like a dome. It narrows toward the top, creating an egg shape. The chocolate part covers a large area. Brown concrete is laid in rows. Each row is narrower than the previous as it rises. The dome shape gradually closes toward the top. I leave an opening on the side in the chocolate part. This will be the entrance inside the egg and a place to display the surprise. The opening is large enough to walk through. The edge of the opening is rough for now. I will refine it later. The chocolate dome with opening is ready. The egg has its full form, 3 colors in place: red bottom, white stripe, brown top, and an opening on the side for interactivity. Now, I will finish this opening. I cover the opening edges with smooth sandstone. Smooth sandstone creates a neat frame. The sandy color combines well with brown chocolate. The opening edges are now even and finished. Sandstone creates the effect of bitten or opened chocolate, as if someone carefully opened the egg to get the surprise. The sandstone frame looks decorative. The opening becomes part of the design. Inside the egg, I build the surprise from yellow concrete. Yellow concrete for the famous yellow capsule. Inside every Kinder Surprise is a yellow plastic capsule with a toy. This is the main feature of the product. The yellow capsule is visible through the opening in the chocolate. Bright yellow contrasts with brown. Surprise inside the egg, as it should be. This is what all children look for when opening Kinder Surprise. The capsule is large enough, noticeable from inside. Yellow concrete creates the characteristic color. Surprise is in place. The egg is fully decorated outside. Now, I need to make it a functional building. Outside, I build stairs to the entrance from quartz stairs. Quartz stairs are white and clean. They lead from the ground to the opening in the egg. Convenient ascent for entering inside. The stairs are wide and sturdy. Quartz stairs contrast with the red bottom of the egg. White quartz matches the white stripe on the egg. Color harmony is preserved. The stairs do not spoil the overall look, but complement it. Inside, I fill voids in the walls with smooth sandstone. Sandstone for interior finishing. It has a warm sandy color, pleasant for an interior. Walls inside the egg become even and neat. I also place sandstone on the floor. Sandstone floor is even and beautiful. Sandstone walls match the floor. A unified material for the interior creates a cohesive look. Inside the egg, it is cozy and bright. At the entrance, I place doors for privacy. Doors close the opening when needed. Next to the doors, I make small steps from sandstone. Time for furniture. I place a bed for rest, nearby a lamp for lighting. Television for entertainment. This is a modern home. Wardrobes for clothes and shoes. Everything should be organized. Sofa for relaxing and receiving guests. Vanity for getting ready. I hang a painting on the wall for decoration. I put carpet on the floor for coziness. The interior becomes lived in and comfortable. Outside, I place a sign for the logo. I use a command to insert an image. The command creates the Kinder Surprise logo on the sign. Now everyone understands what this build is. Branding is complete. The Kinder Surprise logo appears on the sign, the famous design with text and egg. This is the final touch for the build. Great, my Kinder is ready. It's time for me to show it to the guys.
What? Yay!
Wow, JJ, you've made a real Kinder Surprise. He's so realistic.
Thank you guys. I am very glad that you liked my building. Friends, be sure to write in the comments whose building you liked the most. Well, I think it's time for us to finish.
Yes, JJ, you're right.
Subscribe and like. Bye-bye.
Wow, that's such a cool idea to build. Why didn't I figure it out myself? Let's learn how to build Nutella.
Round 1.
So today, I am building Nutella. This is chocolate spread in a jar. Very tasty. Everyone loves Nutella, especially spread on bread. I start with the jar base. I use glass block because the Nutella jar is transparent. You can see the chocolate inside through the glass. Glass blocks create transparent jar walls. I place them in a circle, forming a cylinder. Nutella jar is round, well as round as you can make in Minecraft. The base is done, glass shines in the sun. Now I need a label. I build the label from white concrete for the label background. Nutella jar has a white label with text. I add special blocks with letters to write the name. Letters form a word on the label. The text on the jar looks like the real thing. Special blocks with letters are very useful for builds like this. White concrete around the letters as background. The label is done and readable from far away. Now I build the jar higher. Above the label I continue building from glass block. The glass part of the jar above the label. The jar gets taller. Cylinder shape is preserved. Glass everywhere except the label. Transparent walls show the contents. The jar is almost done. Need a lid on top. I build the lid from white wool. White wool for the white lid. Nutella has a white plastic lid. Wool is soft and matches the color. The lid closes the jar on top. Now inside the jar, I need chocolate. I fill the interior space with brown wool. Brown wool is the Nutella chocolate spread. I fill everything inside with brown. On top, I cover the lid with white wool from inside. Phew, it took so much effort. Great, my Nutella is ready.
What? Hello?
Hey, Banana Kid, look, I built it. Do you like?
No.
What? I actually made everything out of wool on purpose. It's so much more beautiful. Maybe then you'll try to build the best Nutella yourself?
Yay!
They ran to the place. This is where your building will be. Are you ready?
Ta-da!
Then go ahead.
Round 2.
So Banana Kid is starting to build his Nutella jar. He uses a different approach than me. Instead of glass, he takes brown concrete for the lower part of the jar. Brown concrete represents the chocolate visible through the glass. Interesting solution. The lower part of the jar is completely from brown concrete. Banana Kid builds it wide and stable. The shape is cylindrical as it should be. Brown color is rich, looks like real chocolate. The jar base is done. Higher up, Banana Kid builds the label from quartz block. Quartz is white and smooth, works well for a label. Quartz blocks create a clean surface. In front, he makes a picture from black concrete and red concrete. Black and red concrete on white quartz. This is the logo or picture on the label, probably. Nutella jar has an image of bread with spread. Banana Kid simplifies this to colored blocks. The picture is recognizable. The label comes out bright and noticeable. White quartz, black and red details. Color contrast attracts attention. Banana Kid thought through the label design well. It stands out against the brown jar background. Above the label, Banana Kid completes the jar with brown concrete. Brown concrete again for the upper part. The jar grows upward, keeping its shape. Brown concrete above and below the label, white quartz in the middle. The upper part of the jar is symmetrical to the lower. Same wall thickness, same color. Banana Kid builds neatly, every block in place. The jar is almost done, just the lid left on top. Even higher Banana Kid makes the roof from quartz block. Quartz lid is white like the real one. It closes the jar on top completely. Quartz matches the quartz label in material. Unified style for top and middle. The lid is flat and wide. It extends slightly beyond the jar edges. Like a real lid you can unscrew. Banana Kid finished his Nutella. The jar looks solid and recognizable. Brown body, white label, white lid.
Ta-da! Yahoo!
Where did everyone run off to? Hey guys, what's all that noise?
Banana Kid and I are building Nutella, JJ. Who did it better?
Oh, both of your buildings look great, but I think it's up to the audience to decide who did the best.
Yes, JJ, you're right. Maybe then you have comments on the construction of Banana Kid?
No, I absolutely like the construction of Banana Kid. He made a minimalistic inscription on the jar so beautifully.
I totally agree with you, JJ. Maybe you will build Nutella?
Okay, then let's run to the place as soon as possible.
JJ, good luck to you. We'll wait in the house.
Tu le pera con la papaya.
Thanks, guys. Then I'm starting. Round 3. In my round, I will be building a Nutella jar in 2D style. This means a flat image, like a poster or pixel art. This approach allows adding more details to the front surface. Instead of a 3-dimensional jar, I get a detailed picture. 2-dimensional style has its advantages. You can create complex images that are hard to reproduce in 3D. Faces, text, small details, all of this is easier in flat format. I start with the outline of the jar's lower part from black concrete. Black concrete creates the outline, the boundary of the image. The outline defines the jar shape on a flat plane. Inside this outline, I fill the space with dark oak planks. Dark oak planks imitate the brown color of chocolate inside the jar. Dark oak has a rich brown color. It is darker than regular oak planks, which works for chocolate spread. The lower part of the jar is filled, contents visible through the implied glass. The image base is ready. Higher up, I start building the label. I use snow block for the white background. Snow blocks are bright white and create a clean surface. This is the ideal material for a light label background. On this background, I will create the image. On the label, I build an anime face. This is a stylized version of a Nutella jar with a cute face. I build the eyes from several materials for realism. Orange concrete for the main iris color, black concrete for pupils and outlines, gold block for highlights. They add life to the eyes. Dark oak planks for additional shades. The material combination creates expressive eyes. Gold highlights reflect light and make the gaze alive. I make the mouth from black concrete and red concrete. Black mouth outline, red for tongue or lips. An expressive character mouth. Anime style involves big eyes with bright highlights. The face comes out cute and attractive. The remaining voids on the label I fill with snow block. White snow fills the space around the face. The label becomes solid, no holes. White background emphasizes bright face details, balance of white and color. Higher up, I build the text on the jar. I start with the letter N from black concrete. Black letter N stands out on white background. This is the first letter of the word Nutella. It is traditionally black in the original logo. The remaining letters I build from red concrete. Letters U, T, E, L, L, A are all red. Red color is part of Nutella branding. Black N and red remaining letters, the classic logo. Each letter is clearly readable. The voids between letters I fill with snow block. White background continues behind the text. Letters should not hang in the air. They need a background. Snow blocks fill the gaps evenly. The Nutella text is completely ready. On top, I build again from dark oak planks. Dark oak for the upper part of the jar above the label. This is a continuation of the brown contents. I close the outline from black concrete on top. Black outline frames the entire image. The outline on top completes the jar shape. Black line clearly separates the jar from the background. This is important for image readability. Without an outline, the edges would be blurry. Graphic design requires clear boundaries. On top, I build the lid from snow block. White snow for the white jar lid. The lid is flat like the whole image. It crowns the jar, completing the composition. White lid matches the white label. I frame the lid with black outline from black concrete. The outline frames the lid like other parts of the jar. Clear black lines around white snow. This creates the graphic style of the entire build. Great! My Nutella is ready. It's time for me to show it to the guys.
What?
Wow, JJ, what a cool Nutella you have! A very unusual building.
Thank you guys. I am very glad that you liked my building. Friends, be sure to write in the comments whose building you liked the most. Well, I think it's time for us to finish.
Yes, JJ, you're right!
Subscribe and like. Bye-bye.